perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Tigers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Off play action. Swanson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. They'll come out with a three-tight end look on the first play of the drive. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
To throw on second down. Swanson going for the deep ball. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And, Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Going quickly out to the right side. And inside the before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And it's caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Pacheco. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Pacheco once more. And this time he will score. Touchdown, KC. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
That he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Swanson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Felix in, DK Uzama racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now this throw caught left side. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 60 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Off the play fake. Swanson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Looking to throw. Swanson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So 8 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Swanson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 59 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for KC, 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Gets around him, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Mahomes now on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
15. Go, baby.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From 10 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Swanson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Swanson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Swanson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Swanson. This is caught. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Jacobs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Swanson. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
There's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Norwood in motion.
43! 43!
They go play fake. Mahomes. This is Norwood, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Lucas. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And no alley to be found. The coverage. And he's dropped at the 18. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 37. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. He finds his man, complete. That's Lucas. And he'll be out of bounds. A gain of 37. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A lane open, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
To throw on third down, Swanson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 16. Fights off the defender. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush.
There he goes, left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw from his end zone. Swanson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were...
And a loose football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. We're back now in KC. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Chiefs continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Tigers, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Off play action. Swanson. And now here is another interception. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defense in front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try.
And got his man complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago. Terry McLaurin, 85 yards. And the Tigers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Sheds off the tackle and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 71 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Second and 4.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses, they stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice. From
a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Chicago.
Off the play fake. Swanson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Off play action. Swanson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This pass complete to Melton. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Another catch from Melton. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the